Hey everyone, it's Dorothy from crazyforcrust.com and welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm going to show you how to make my favorite mashed potato recipe. This is something I make every Thanksgiving and every Christmas and pretty much every holiday. We absolutely love them because you can make them ahead of time, and that is key when you're doing a holiday meal. Alright, let's get started. This is a make-ahead mashed potato recipe. Now you can still make it right before you eat it, but I love doing it ahead of time so I don't have to worry about making the mashed potatoes and keeping them warm while I am trying to finish the turkey and make the gravy and do all of those things. So doing things ahead of time is perfect for every holiday. These mashed potatoes start with Idaho potatoes. Sometimes I peel them, sometimes I don't. It just depends on what I'm in the mood for. I like to slice them a little bit small so they boil a little bit faster. Bring them to a boil with some salt in a large pan. Once they boil for a little while, they'll be fork tender. Fork tender means that when you stab them with a fork, they fall right off. Once the potatoes are fork tender, drain them and return them to the pan. Go ahead and mash the potatoes with a potato masher while they're hot. Then add cream cheese and butter and put the lid on the pan for just a minute or so until the cream cheese and butter gets nice and soft. I really like to start with room temperature cream cheese and butter because this process goes a lot faster. Then add your milk and your seasoning. I like to use Lowry seasoning. It's my favorite kind of all-purpose seasoning, but you can use whatever you like. You're gonna add a couple of teaspoons. I usually use up to a tablespoon, but you're gonna wanna not add it all at once. Then you can add more to taste later on. Use your potato masher and mash everything together, adding a little bit more milk as you want for creamier potatoes. You can use a mixer if you want them really creamy. I like to use the potato masher so they are a little bit chunky, a little bit creamy. And that's it. You can either serve them right away or do what I do and add them to a quart casserole dish that has a lid. And then I just either put them in the refrigerator or let them sit on the counter until it's time to get them ready to serve. So what I like to do if I'm gonna make these ahead, if I'm gonna make these a day ahead, I make them the day before and I pop them in the refrigerator overnight. Then in the morning, I pull them out and let them come up to room temperature all day long or until the meat is ready. Then about a half hour before dinner, I pop them in the oven or use the microwave to heat them up. Now, if they get a little bit too thick because they've been in the refrigerator overnight, you can add a little bit more milk and stir it up and they'll get right nice and creamy again. If you're making these in the morning the day of eating them, just leave them on the counter and then heat them up in the microwave or pop them in the oven before you serve them. This is the perfect mashed potato recipe. They're creamy and buttery, and I love the flavor of that seasoning salt. They're the perfect recipe because you can make them ahead. There's nothing to rush and do at the very last minute. I hope you enjoy these potatoes as much as we do. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and eat something sweet today.